Hey YouTube, happy Saturday. Bitcoin is doing a little bit of a bounce over the weekend. I am still skeptical of the recovery, so to speak. Again, I don't necessarily trust the weekend action because chances are wherever it ended on Friday, it's going to close the CME gap and just go back to where it was on Monday. So that being said, it would be nice if this is the start of a recovery, so we'll see. I'm not going to spend too much time on it still. I'm just not excited about Bitcoin unless it's in the mid-20s or the low 50s right now. That's just how it is for me. So with that being said, this is another NFT-based game that I am excited about. This is called Cryptoblades, and I had mentioned this in the other video. This is causing the currency associated with it to explode in price. The skill token, just a couple of days ago, you could see it go from basically $10 or $20 a token to up to $150 a token. And there are people playing this game for 5 days, just started 5 days ago, and making $900, $1,000 a day with the structure of the game and the explosion of the token price. Is this sustainable? I don't know, but it's a pretty quick ROI if you're looking at investing. Let's say the minimum investment. This is runs off of BNB. So again, you're going to have to get familiar with MetaMask and the Binance Smart Chain. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but this is how you get in on things that other people don't. You know, when you're in the space where you're early to things, there are very few people involved. And when you have hurdles to learning, like using different wallets and different, sorts of cryptos, that does eliminate a lot of people, and it makes you one of the few early adopters, and that can be very rewarding and very lucrative. It can also be very easy way to lose all of your money because in the same breath, when there are very few people involved in a project, it's easy to fail. So take that for what it's worth. But again, MetaMask and the Binance Smart Chain, this is not a tutorial on that, so go YouTube it. I'm not getting any feedback on any of my videos, so I'm not going to do a tutorial on it. But I know how to use it, and I've gotten involved in this game, and I really like it. I've already made what looks to be about 9.9 skill, which is about $100 or so, and that's off of an investment of about 2 BNB, which I was excited about this game because unlike the Axie game that I had done the review on, this Axie runs off of ETH, and this runs off of BNB, and I'm out of ETH. That was the last ETH that I had stashed away for investment purposes that I just decided to play around with, and I didn't have any left. But this is BNB, and I had some sitting on Binance that I had just forgotten about, doing nothing. So I pulled that off real quick to get into this game, and so far I'm happy I did. Like I said, so with about a 2 BNB investment, I've already got about $100, and BNB is going around $300 a piece right now. So $600-700 invested, and after 1 day of playing, I have about $100 returned. So at this level, you might be looking at a week before you get a full return. But the way that people are playing it is they'll make an account, and because returns stack up so quickly, they'll actually make another account and another account and another account, and they'll just link all of these accounts together. It's very easy, I'm not going over. I'm not going to go over this strategy of it. Actually, this is just an introduction to the game. I'm not an advanced player. I don't know what I'm doing still on a lot of things. I'm fumbling through some of the finer details. So this is not a strategy to the game. This is just an introduction for people who are not aware of it yet. It's been around for a while, surprisingly. And a lot of these NFT games have been around for a while. It's just that they're recently exploding in adoption. And like I said, this one is just going off the charts. It's making people tons of money. So with that being said, I'll go over the basics. These are my 4 characters here, and it's kind of like a rock paper scissors concept with elements. So like these are my guys. I have lightning and water, and I didn't spend too much time or money getting the perfect setup. Obviously the better your set up with your characters and your weapons, the more money and returns you can get. And it can be significant, but I didn't want to spend. I'm kind of a learn while doing guy. I do as much research as I can, and then after that, I just dive in and say, gotta get my hands on and do some experience stuff with it. So through that process, I obviously I think I made a few mistakes. Nothing that's going to ruin my week, I think, but. So this is my lightning guy, and you see they have stamina, and so basically you fight with them, and you need to use stamina to fight, and each fight will net you some small amount of skill, and then their stamina recharges, and so that's basically the real broad strokes. So we'll go over that, and let me just make sure my MetaMask is logged in, because yep, there you go. So this is my skill 1 account. You can see I do plan on making a few other accounts associated with this game if it's successful. So that's my number 1 account for now, and I'm logged in. So my MetaMask is connected, and we'll do a battle here. So I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to combat. I'll just make sure it's using my Ormiria Tath, level 10. And he's a lightning guy. And you can see right here. And I have a 3-star lightning weapon, which is not great. Not terrible. And you can see this rock, paper, scissors concept here. So basically, my lightning guy beats water. Water beats fire. Fire beats tree. Tree beats lightning. I'm not sure how lightning fares against fire. So I think if it's just, as long as it's not the immediate predecessor, you're not in terrible trouble. And I think you're obviously neutral against yourself. And so obviously a lightning character with a lightning sword is stronger than like a lightning character with like the wrong sort of weapon. So I'm a lightning guy. I'm going to want to battle a water guy if I can. And I see I have these opponents that I can battle. There's lightning, fire, fire, water. And it'll even say, very likely victory. And it'll tell you how much power they have and how much experience you're expected to get for the character. And the character levels and experience is important because the higher you level, the more money you're going to make. So if you can level up over time, that's pretty cool. And generally, what most people are finding is that it's not really worth the risk to get like a possible victory for a little bit extra experience. You really just want to secure a win and get that skill. So I'm looking at this water guy. He doesn't give me as much XP, but I have a very, very likely victory. And these aren't supposedly actually all that accurate as far as the likelihood. You can kind of just ignore what they're saying. So yeah, we'll go ahead and fight this guy. Now every fight, so these are NFT based. So for those of you who don't know NFTs, it's non-fungible tokens, and basically NFTs have been blowing up like crazy. And I had thought that they were kind of a fad, but that's in relation to like some of the uses that don't seem to make sense to me. But in games, the NFTs make perfect sense. especially as a Diablo player or like a lot of other RPGs where you find items in the game. I mean, Diablo 3 even had an auction house marketplace. Now, with the NFT concept, you can actually have these real items to buy and sell that you own. It's not just it's not just a thing in the game. It's a thing in itself, and you can transfer ownership however you please and use it in a lot of many different ways. So it's pretty cool. And so I guess I did not include my MetaMask, or it's not showing up in the camera. I'll just drag it over. So anyways, you have to approve. So this is NFT based. You're going to have to approve basically every transaction. I'm going to confirm because every fight or everything is basically a transaction on the Binance Smart Chain. So it's going to cost you a little bit of Binance BNB for the gas fees. And there we go. We got a confirmation. You didn't see the notification because my head's blocking it. But confirmation on my MetaMask that the transaction went through and I won the fight. So you can see I rolled 2,400 some and I handedly trounced him. So I won 0.033987 skill. And that doesn't seem like much, but if you, let's say, get 7 fights a day from your characters, and I just did one fight, it took 5 seconds. I'm just rambling on about it. You can manage many accounts, play for about an hour, and you can, like I said, rake in about $900,000 a day is not uncommon. So that's why this is blowing up in popularity. And there's even a little earnings calculator. The game's being constantly developed, and this is new from what I understand. You can look at your earnings calculator, look at your character, and let's say I have this 3-star weapon, I have this level 10 guy, calculate, okay, let's say I win 7 battles a day with this character, I'm going to make $31 because skill is about $135. So it even has the actual market price of the BNB and the skill. So with this one guy, 7 wins, if I play about correctly, I'm getting $31 a day. So let's say I have 4 characters, because I do. I could make about $126 a day. And in a month, that's about $3,800. And so it's kind of crazy to think that this is what some people make at their jobs, and you can do this playing a game with about a $700 investment. People think making this much money has to be hard, and that's not necessarily the case. It can be it can be this easy. You just have to know the risks associated with it, because this could collapse, and you also have to know what other people don't know. You have to know how to interact with these things, and that's where you're finding the opportunities that other people overlook. Especially because if you say like, "Hey, I can pretty easily make $4,000 a month almost playing a game for about," and that's with this one account. So I can play this game for about 10 minutes a day and make this, and people overlook it. Americans overlook it, actually. These NFT games where this style of play for pay, where you're earning money just playing a game, is very popular in a lot of other countries where work opportunities are not as lucrative as in the American workplace. People focus here on their daily jobs a lot more, and they're very safe and dependable for them for the most part. But there are a lot of countries over in Asia and abroad where you are lucky to get a job paying even a little bit of money, and so to find an opportunity where you can play a game for a little bit of time and make this much money, that's where a lot of the adoption is coming from, to be honest with you. So us Americans, you know, you're not going to talk to many of your neighbors playing this game, but that's what it is. So, and then you can keep, like I said, each fight costs some stamina. I have 103 stamina left, so I'm going to keep fighting. I guess repopulates with this new fight. Again, I'm a lightning guy. I have a lightning weapon. I want to fight a water guy. So there's 2 water guys that popped up in this fight. Both say very likely. They both have about the same power. Okay, well, I'm gonna risk it for the one extra XP. Let's do it. All right, whatever. And so the gas fees, if you didn't notice, this is the Binance Smart Chain. So for the most part, the gas is, I mean, you're doing pennies for a transaction. Oh, I lost the fight. Oh, I bet if I weren't streaming, I would have won that one. So that's substantial. That can cut into your profits if you start losing fights. You're paying for the gas fee, which is pennies, but you're missing the opportunity. Man, I lost that fight. That's like, I've only actually lost 2 fights ever. Man. If I weren't streaming, if I weren't recording, I probably would have won. That's just how things work out. So I have each battle costs 40 stamina. I have 1 fight left in this guy. Maybe I can pick up. Oh, there's no water guys to fight. Oh man, I got no easy wins. Let's see. So I'm probably gonna want to do. I'm just gonna go for the easiest. 29 XP. All right, come on, give me a win. Give me a win on the last one. Waiting for results. Oh, it's a nail biter. Give me a win. Usually it's pretty quick. Oh, yeah. Won the fight. There we go. And now my stamina is empty, so I can't fight with this guy anymore. So I won with the 2 fights that I did. I won about 0.06 skill. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go on to this next guy. He is a water guy. So I'm going to... And that's one thing I haven't figured out. I don't know if it's better for a water guy to use a low-level water weapon or a higher-level wrong weapon. I see there's a... I don't know. I'm just going to stick with that weapon, I guess. Maybe because it's a lightning weapon, I'll try to fight another water guy. Or like I'm a water. Maybe I'll try to fight a fire guy. Oof, these all look tough. These all look very tough. Likely victory is not likely enough for me. You really don't want to risk losing. Maybe I'll choose a new weapon. I think if you choose a new weapon, it actually repopulates the fights. And so now I have a very likely. Okay, so I'm a water guy with a water weapon. I want to fight a fire. Okay, let's try this very likely. 32x though. Gosh, I think it's lying to me because these guys are giving me 30. Very likely, huh? Because they have so much less power, I guess. Water guy, level 9. I don't want to lose another one. I really don't want to lose another one. Let's go with the less XP because I think I'm pretty much neutral against trees. Let's fight this guy. Waiting for fight results. One of the things that I've stumbled across worth mentioning is you actually can't fight in the last 30 seconds of the hour. I don't know why, but I've done it twice by accident now. Hey, I won the fight. So I rolled a 17 something, and I guess that would have been enough to beat that other guy. But honestly, I haven't figured out how I roll my figures yet. Like, I think there's other people who probably know. There's a few websites devoted to figuring out the math of the statistics on what the likelihoods are, and I haven't gotten that deep into it yet. I'm kind of just stumbling through. Again, I don't have a huge investment in this. I'm not one of the ones making $1,000 a day. I'm making $100 a day. So I haven't opened up my textbooks and pulled up my calculator yet. Okay, water guy, water weapon. Let's fight a fire. Very likely victory, 31. Okay. So just based off the 17 that I rolled here, I think if I do the same configuration, I should beat this guy. So let's try that. I might be wrong. Okay, well I rolled even higher on that one. It might be because whatever. I don't know. But again, 0.03. So, you know, still going forward with it. Water, water. I want to fight a fire. And there's no fires. 30 XP, very likely. Okay, okay, let's try that. This will be the last one I do with this character. And then I'll stop boring you guys. I'll play the rest by myself. Ah! I lost 2. That's half of the battles that I've ever lost have been right now. This is unbelievable. Well, so yeah, obviously, maybe I've been overly optimistic. If I start losing like this much, I'm not going to make as much. So maybe today I make $70 or something like that. I don't know. You know, going to have to keep an eye on what I'm averaging. But yeah, so you can like maybe I need a better weapon or something. You know, you can forge weapons. You can see there's a cost to it associated with it. There's you can't see that, can you? Let's see. There we go. Oh no, it's not in frame. So you can forge weapons. It'll give you some randomly generated weapon, which can be really bad or really good. And some of the 5-star weapons are selling for like $2,000, $3,000. I mean, that's how insane this game is going right now. So if you just spend 0.2 skill, which would be like $30. If you spend $30 and get a lucky roll, you just won $2,000 or $3,000. It happens. So supposedly it's about a 1 in 100 chance. So it might actually be worthwhile to actually just forge a whole bunch of weapons and try to statistically get that roll. If you have enough upfront investment you want to gamble with. If you like slots. I know some people who like slots. Maybe this is kind of their thing. And there's a whole marketplace you can buy directly instead of just generating them randomly. You can buy characters and weapons in the market. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Check it out. I don't even have referral codes for it. I just think it's really awesome. And it's an opportunity to lose all your BNB or make a whole bunch back. So with that being said, probably going to make another few videos, like I said. But yeah, they're all getting 0 views as of right now. I don't think that's YouTube algorithm being unfriendly. I think that's just my popularity right now. So please like, subscribe, share with strangers that you meet on the street. Let them know this guy's got a crypto-oriented channel, and he's pretty desperate. He'll give you $25 good to subscribe. All right. Have a good weekend. I'll see you in a few hours, probably, with the next video. Okay, just wanted to update. Sorry it's dark. You can't see me, and I'm lounging, but I don't feel like getting up. I just wanted to show you guys. I just finished all my fights, and I now have about 1.29999 skill, and I went and did the math. So I started today with 0.75. So after all my fights, I got about 0.54 skill, and at current market price, that means I made about $73. So yeah, it looks like I made about a little under 100 the first day. I made about $73 today. If I would have made more if I didn't keep losing fights. But yeah, so that's I've already, after about this 2 BNB investment, I've already recovered theoretically, if I sold everything today, if I sold all of the skill, I have about, recovered that much of my investment, and that's not bad. And you can actually sell your characters and your weapons. So buying this stuff doesn't just mean you've lost it. You can sell these things back to the market, and you might even make a little bit more money if the adoption continues to go up. And after you've played these characters, if you want to sell them back to the market, you probably leveled them up a little bit. So they may even go for a little bit more just based off of that. So it's not like something that you're gonna just lose your money with immediately. So that is something to consider. I will probably post another video maybe tonight when the energy is recharged. I think you can pretty much play this like morning and night. I think that's about how quick the energy recovers. So I'm gonna probably continue to post videos on this. This is one of the more interesting and exciting things for me right now. I'm actually pretty sure I am going to make another account. It costs I think about 1.5 skill to recruit the first character on another account, and I can transfer. I already have weapons. I forged a couple weapons here, and you only really need one weapon per account because all of the characters, if you do it right, you have like all water characters and one water sword, and they can all just use that water sword, and you don't need anything else. Obviously, I have a mix, so it might be nice to have a water and a lightning sword, but I could move at least one or two of these swords over to the new account. I wouldn't need to buy another sword, and I could recruit one character. And you actually get a free skill on sign up, I think. It used to be 5 free skill, but they've that was like a unsustainable, I believe, for them. So that is something to consider too. So it actually seems to make more sense to keep making more more accounts and get that free skill. But yeah, okay. Quick update. I'll see you tonight.